Okay, negotiable instruments. This is week 5, very important area of law. This is what's referred to as commercial transactions. And first you need to understand what is a negotiable instrument. And a negotiable instrument is essentially a substitute for cash. It includes things like checks, your home loan, your student loan. Those are all negotiable instruments. A very old concept, but just think of it as a substitute for cash. There are a number of requirements to have a negotiable instrument. And again, a negotiable instrument is a type of contract that meets certain conditions so that it can be used as a substitute for cash. You still have to have the basic elements of an enforceable contract, those being legality, capacity, consideration, and the agreement itself, offer and acceptance. Uh, you'll see there's an important distinction between what's called an order instrument and a bearer instrument. Order instrument, very simply, is a contract that meets the requirements of a negotiable instrument that's paid to the order of someone. That's an order instrument. To negotiate that, to transfer it, it has to be endorsed by the person who is the payee. Um, an endorsement or the instrument can be made out to nobody. It can be what's called a bearer instrument. You typically see this where the endorsement is blank. That just means that anybody that has it, bears the instrument, has the power to enforce that instrument. Think of a dollar bill. A currency is really a bearer instrument. There are warranties, just like we talked about in sales law. There are warranties to those people that sign the maker of a note, for example. If you're getting a loan, you're the maker. You have warranties. Endorsers have warranties, like that they have the right to have it, the note, possession, things like that. So that concept of warranties that we talked about in sales law also applies to negotiable instruments, which falls under UCC Article 3. Uh, Important to distinguish between what an assignee is, and what a holder, and what a holder in due course is. An assignee, as you will recall from our discussion on contract law, is someone who is assigned a right by an assignor. That person, the assignee, steps in the shoes of the assignor and inherits all the problems of the original contract. A holder is essentially an assignee of a negotiable instrument. So fairly, because a holder steps in the shoes of whoever transferred the instrument. Holder in due course, though, is a little bit different. This is a party that has met certain conditions. For example, they paid value. They took the instrument without any knowledge of problems. And if that happens, that person is immune from some what are called personal defenses. You'll see that discussed in your book. Um, so keep all that in mind, and very important area of law.